I said that some days I'm wide open and everything's in the flow and there's no resistance to anything that's arising.
Mhm. Which is great.
And other days, other days I just forget and I feel I'm on autopilot. Like, I'm doing something and then I awake, like I awake, awaken to what I'm doing. So it's like I'm asleep, and then suddenly consciousness wakes up to itself, and
Mhm.
then I feel connected again. I feel like I'm in the present moment with life as opposed to asleep to life.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Can I just ask you, who are you speaking as right now, man?
Um, I'm speaking as probably reflection of what's going on. So a thought. I'm analyzing my state of being. So it must be a thought
Are you sure?
because yeah, well, because consciousness would be silent, wouldn't it? Consciousness would just be and wouldn't have anything to say about anything. Would just
Consciousness, for consciousness, this experience is not really happening. So, in other words, whatever happens in this three-dimensional paradigm that we're living in, so to speak, it is on the screen of consciousness, just like a movie's on the screen of a movie theater. You are that screen, and everything that you just told me is a projection of a movie and of things that have occurred. Because, first of all, the first telltale sign to you is that everything you mentioned is time-based, right? So like
mhm,
I felt
yeah.
using words that are past tense, right? I felt. So that's felt is a time-based thing because you're not felt, now you're feeling. Presence is feeling, past is felt. So by referring to time-based words, you were speaking of a narrative of something that occurred in the past, and hence it is time-based. Reality, there is no time in reality. Time is a complete illusion. So this is a way where you can
Mhm,
immediately know just by that is a narrative that's being told within the space of you. That screen is not touched
mhm,
by the movie. So that screen knows nothing about the movie, does it?
mhm.
The screen has no clue what the movie is. It could be like a horror movie, a
No.
terror movie, it could be a beautiful romance, whatever. Doesn't matter. The screen remains untouched, just like the sky remains untouched by the clouds. You could have the worst storm, thunder and lightning, right? How is that affecting the sky? It doesn't affect the sky. The sky is untouched by
So,
that because that's going to pass, right? Just like the movie is going to pass,
mhm,
the clouds are also going to keep passing. And just like what you observed right now is also a passing phenomenon. Is that making sense?
mhm. So the question, how have you been, is a tricky one.
It is very tricky. And that's why I love it, especially your answer, because now we're going to be take it to an introspective level. What is your understanding of your nature, of who you are? Take your time. Must be very nice. I love it.
It's good.
Now you're gonna you stop. Love it. Oh.
Oh shoot. Wow.
It's in the silence where we really find ourselves because our nature is silent and it's just pure love. It's just fully innocent and open. No boundaries at all. And here's the most beautiful thing. It's self luminous. It lights itself. It's giving birth to all of this right now. You are giving birth to all of this. It's incredible. Extremely powerful and beautiful. You know, there will come a time when, because of the deepness of our conditioning, and even I was experiencing that after a very deep awakening, it comes back a little bit. The personal me, the identity, it comes back a little bit. But the thing is, you recognize it, you just recognize it. It just has a total different feel to it. And the reason I say this is I know you understand me based upon what you told me in the beginning of our conversation, because you were actually witnessing all of that and you were telling me what you had observed, which was some days you feel the clarity, other days you feel not so clear. That duality of nature will forever be our experience in the sense that as long as there is a body, so to speak, we will be subject to levels of duality. But if the understanding is deep enough, even that will not affect you. Your consciousness is your anchor. That's your presence. You know, everything is going to come and go. And I mean, when I mean everything, I mean everything. Everything you can ever imagine is going to come and go. So holding on to things is contrary to your nature, actually. So that's why when people say, you know, till death do us part, or I will never leave you, I will never betray you, you know, I will forever, whatever it may be, right? It is not so. And the fact is, when we say it, there's a small little part of it that actually knows it's not true. And yet we still say it, you know? It's like a big part of us wants it to be true. And that's why we convince ourselves that that's true. But that smaller part, the true wisdom, the true intuition knows that that is not true.
in a way, I'll never leave you is true.
You say what, sorry? In a
In
way,
a way, saying I will never leave you is true. But such a different from such a different place.
absolutely. Absolutely. This is what is the greatest salvation of humanity, is knowing who we really are beyond the body-mind concept.
Mhm.
And once that's really realized, it changes everything, really. Your whole relationship and your whole perspective with life changes completely.
Mhm.
You feel more open now. Do you feel that you have any boundaries? Are there any boundaries to you? Good. Are you a gender? Your truth is a gender? No. Good. Okay. Is it effortlessly here? Beautiful. 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 Just sunbathe in that, you know? Just let it, just let it bathe you with its light. Just you don't have to do absolutely anything, and that's what's so beautiful about it. It's effortless, totally effortless, total flow, total being, total presence, total vulnerability, total trust. It's just, it's just extremely beyond beautiful. Is There's no words to describe what this is, and yet it's what we are the whole time. That's what's so incredible, man. Is we are this the whole time, and yet everything, and yet all the struggles, and yet all the that we go through, and that makes it even sweet. The more the bitter, the sweeter the taste. you know and it's a sweetness that never loses flavor, actually. This recognition, it just keeps getting deeper and deeper and more beautiful and more expensive and more beautiful and more expensive and more there is no bottom to it. So it comes to a point, it's like it's almost too much. It's like too much love, almost, if that makes any sense. But of course there's never too much love, you know what I mean. Yeah.
And then I have a work event.
Oh, the only reason I'm
I
asking is
know that.
because I would love you to sit by yourself
Mm,
somewhere, just by yourself, and just take this all in. You
yeah,
you have the
yeah.
ability to do that for like half an hour or something?
I might do that soon after we finish. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to do anything else.
I know,
Mhm.
I know, I know. I,
Um, my phone is just overheating,
okay,
and the screen is going
no
dark.
worries, no worries.
You're welcome to share the video.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
of course, of course. It's beautiful. I'm so happy. I was.
I'm so happy. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.